got some really nice little beads in there. Come on up. Nice trout. Nice trout. Start the morning here, baby. Look out, Simba. This is treble hook country, bud. Oh, look at all the stuff they're spitting out. Check this out, guys. Starting off the morning with the Matrix minnow. This is a deadly, deadly bait for these man-made canals. It's caught this beautiful trout, and look what he spit up here. Not really sure what this is. Maybe a shad or a little finger mullet. He had that pretty disposed, but that's a beautiful way to start the morning. Right here with this Matrix minnow. Let's get after it in this nice, beautiful fall weather. A little breezy this morning, that's why we're staying protected. Oh my God. Look at that jack. I don't know if the camera caught that, but that jack was trying to eat the fish. Looked like he almost succeeded. Look, you can see, look at how the dorsal fins are beat up. That's a big jack going after this trout. I felt halfway up the fight, I was like, man, this is a good trout. But what probably happened was that jack got a hold of him and he had him grabbed for a second there. That was wild. I don't know if the camera saw that, hopefully, but it was about a 30-pound jack at the boat trying to eat this speckled trout. Little throwback this time. Still got these hanging around. As you just saw that jackfish try to eat a trout a little bit bigger than this one. And it's still, you know, as we're in the fall now, but the problem is it's a really late start temperature-wise to the fall. Water temps are still pretty warm, very warm for this time of year. And when they're warm like that, the jacks stay in here, the school trout stay in here. Still a lot of fun to fish, a lot of bites. I don't mind the school trout because she gets more and more action. But as it gets colder and colder, is whenever the jacks will move out of here and the fish just drastically grow up in size. I'm just working that Matrix minnow. I'm trying to find areas that I can see grass coming off the bank. Got some underwater vegetation working on it too. And I just ripped this Matrix minnow right over that grass. And I like to pause it. I got my sunglasses on. I can see where that underwater vegetation ends, and I like to pause it right on the edge of that, and the trout can't stand it. But we're weeding through the throwbacks to get to the good ones, and we should be able to make another nice day in here. It's a decent one. He might make the team. He was definitely a good actor for the camera. Matrix minnow, baby. Let's work them grass edges. Got Simba. Simba took a ride with us today and said, I'm had enough staying home. Weather's getting cooler. Feels good outside. I'm coming for a ride. And this is what we're doing, y'all. Weeding through them. Throwback, keeper. We went over this the last time. DockSide TV, we've been throwing this Matrix minnow a lot back here. All of the man-made canals on the North Shore, and typically I like to change it up and move around and do different things, but we're fishing right in the midst of a cold front right now. Not a big one, but we got a nice 10 to 15 mile an hour north wind, so these high shorelines do a good job of blocking the wind and makes it a nice place to fish on windy days. So we're gonna stay in here and do it again and just show you guys how great that Matrix minnow is. Little bass. That's the thing back here, you never know what you're gonna catch You got bass, you got trout, redfish, flounder, sheephead. Saw a Jack Crevalle try to eat our bait. They got stuff that I probably never even caught in my life back here. Got a little bit of everything hitting that matrix minnow. Come on and shake, come on and shake. Shake that head, big girl. Or medium-sized girl, shall I say. There we go, another keeper. Another keeper. Go from a bass to a trout. We're just working right on this edge's grass. That's the grass's edge. That is the secret to doing this. And this rip shad is the perfect bait for suspending that lure right over the grass right when it hits the edge. So the grass comes out in certain areas, some further than others. But what you're looking for is you're looking for your marsh on the bank, and then you're gonna look for this coontail style grass that comes out, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 yards off the bank. And then it just ends. And that's where them fish are hanging out, is right on the edge of that, waiting for little bait fish to come right off that grass's edge. This little trout. Put this one on the measuring stick. Lots of little trout back here, lots of life, lots of life. We're seeing shrimp jump out the canal, seeing jacks busted on the surface, seeing these guys flash on my matrix minnow a lot. A lot of life going on. Should be a good winter. There we go, Simba Bud. Nice fish. This one's definitely a keeper. And on this matrix minnow, we got some really nice little beads in there. Make that rattling sound. So when you're twitching that bait, not only is the flash of the lure getting their attention, that sound of those beads jiggling getting their attention also. Another nice trout for the box. Sean. Good fish too. Good keeper. Good keeper. Yeah, baby. This is one of my favorite things to do around, is throw these suspended jerk baits in this crystal clear water for a nice little speckled trout like this right here. Nice pretty trout. What we got? Simba Bud. Got him, huh, dude? Got him. Got us another one, bud. Yeah, we filling up the box. Let me get this hook out of his mouth before I give you a little taste. Here, get you a little loving. Oh yeah, there you go, pups. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Good fish here, y'all. Pretty good one. Oh yeah, look at that tank. Look at that tank. They definitely getting a little bigger back here. Huh, Simba? Come on up. Come on up. That's a healthy one there, guys. It's about a 17, 18 incher. That matrix minnow got it lodged in there. He's got all the hooks. We could have fought him for days. Good sharp treble hooks on this bait right here. Man, I love doing this. Look at that pretty trout. I got one too. But I have a different species. Look at this guy. Little basser. Little basser, huh, Simba? Only in Louisiana you make the same cast in the same spot. And let me get this off for my buddy here. And you got a freshwater species and a saltwater species. Sam's using the X-Shad and the finger mullet. Look how beautiful that bait is on that screw-lock jig head. And I've been throwing the piranha matrix minnow all morning, week, I'm catching plenty of fish back here being protected from this wind. We got, as you can see, we got the road right here blocking it, and we're just trying to work this grass edge line right here. Oh, what was that? Isn't that a tarpon? Oh! Oh, I thought I just saw a tarpon flash on it. Oh my goodness.
That was awesome.
Oh my goodness.
That was
We
awesome.
got a tarpon, y'all. First tarpon I've hooked in a long time. Look at him. Oh! Tarpon, y'all. Tarpon. Oh my goodness.
Let's land.
Wow. Wow. Look at that, guys. Oh, it's so cool. Boy, this will get you addicted to tarpon fishing, I'll tell you that. I see why people love this. Oh my goodness, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Tarpon on the matrix minnow. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and net him and try to get some quick. Oh my gosh, these fish are crazy. He comes off, he comes off. I'm gonna net him, try to get a quick picture. All right, we got him. Simba's gotta watch out for this. Try to be gentle with him. I'm gonna go ahead and end it on this. Doesn't get any cooler than this, guys. Absolutely incredible. Let me take a quick picture. All right, that was just an incredible, one of my highlights of my fishing life there. Let's let this fish go. He went through a nice little fight. We probably took too many pictures, but I was excited. There he goes. All right. All right, guys. Highlight, top 3 moments of my fishing life right there. I've hooked several tarpon, a couple tarpon in my life in the Pontchartrain Basin. That is by far the closest I ever got to landing one. That was a pretty juvenile one, I don't know, 10-pounder maybe, somewhere in there. I mean, I see why people are so in love with that fish. That was a pretty wild fight, but we got it released, and this is the bait that caught it, the matrix minnow. This thing, that right there shows you it catches everything. We've had a pretty eventful day here. Went from having a speckled trout caught to trying to get eaten by a jack, and then we move areas and then get it all on film of the tarpon eating the matrix minnow and then just jumping like a crazy person. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We do all kinds of cool stuff, maybe not as cool as what you just saw. We got some really good stuff out here, and subscribe to the monthly bait box. You'll be getting some of these fantastic jerk baits, the matrix minnow in your box, and along with what Sam was using, the finger mullet X shad, which is another great product. And whenever you got to go tuck away and hide from the wind, get back in here in these man-made canals and let these tall shorelines protect you from the wind. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and until next time, good fishing.